Hey everybody, welcome to Ready Set Drone. Today I have the Walkera Rodeo 110 mini size FPV racing kit. We're going to check it out and see how it does, so stay tuned. It's an all-in-one kit except for the FPV goggles. It comes with the quad itself, it comes with a Devo 7 transmitter. It comes with a receiver built into the Rodeo 110, batteries, and FPV camera. And as I said, you need some FPV goggles to make it work. Go ahead and open it up from the bottom here. And oh, it's a cute little guy. Check this guy out. That is cool. That is the Walkera Rodeo 110. It's got the battery on it. It's got a little plastic bit in the front that probably helps protect the camera, which the camera is probably tiltable. Yeah, you can tilt it a little bit up and down. It's got the props already installed, and 110 means 110 millimeters from here to here, diagonally across. So it's a pretty small little quad. The battery on it is an 850 milliamp hour 2S battery, 7.4 volts. So it's kind of a small battery, but hopefully it's enough to get this thing rocking. Antenna out in the back. Let's see what else is in the box. Spare propellers, battery charger, or no, actually this looks like it is a USB cable for plugging this thing in so that you can tune it in clean flight or beta flight. Which I'm assuming it would work in either of those, but not sure yet. We'll have to see. Yeah, just a standard USB cable for that sort of thing. And then your battery charger. And I will say it's nice that it's a US battery charger. I've gotten a few of these recently where it's been a Chinese battery charger, and nothing against Chinese battery chargers. They just don't do me any good here in the US. So nice to get one that is US based. This plugs directly into the balance plug on your battery and then directly into the wall, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Now this is a pretty nice radio. I've actually had one of these Devention Devo 7s before with a Storm Racer, and I like this radio a lot. For a kit like this, it's pretty nice. It's got a LCD display down here, lots of switches, feels pretty well built. Now it is a 5.8 gigahertz FPV transmitter, so it is going to work with most FPV goggles, Fat Sharks, and other brands, which is nice. The quick start guide kind of gives you, oh that's good, it gives you what your switch settings are so that you know if you're in which rate you're flying in, stabilized, intermediate, or advanced. It looks like it has three built-in flight modes, flight rates. It looks like it's set up for mode 2, where the left stick is yaw and throttle, and the right stick is aileron and rudder. Let's see what it weighs here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy on and let it calibrate, and go ahead and set the units to ounces and put it on there, and it is 3.5 ounces without the battery. So I don't believe this is going to have to be registered with the FAA, which is nice. If you have a registration number, it's not a big deal to do it, but this one looks like it's small and light enough that you don't have to worry about that. That is, in terms of grams, let's see, 99 grams, and again, that's without the battery. 4 spare propellers. I'm wondering how these propellers come on and off. Oh, there's some little tiny screwdrivers in there, so if you do need to remove a propeller, you're going to need a little tiny screwdriver to take it out, just FYI. So yeah, I'm planning on flying this thing without putting it in clean flight. And the reason is I just want to see how it flies straight out of the box without any modification. And then perhaps do a later episode where I'll change some things in clean flight to see how it does. But it looks like it's got 3 rates built in. So I'm pretty excited about giving it a shot, especially with this tiny little form factor. So a couple of other things I wanted to mention before we take it out and fly it. Its overall dimensions are 101 millimeters. That is from front to back, and that is from motor to motor, and 117 from across, and that is, again, millimeters from side to side, and then, of course, 110 diagonally. As I said, it weighs about 100 grams, 99 grams, and it uses the 7.4 volt 2S 850 milliamp hour battery. It says flight time on this thing is going to be 7 to 8 minutes, and I guess, again, that's going to depend on how much you fly. Okay, I wanted to show you one other quick thing before we go fly, and that is I opened up the back of the radio, and it comes with this packet, which is 8 AA batteries to a JST connector. And I've seen this before. Obviously 8 AA batteries would work just fine. And so if you wanted to connect 8 AA batteries and put them in, that would be just fine. Or if you happen to have a battery with a JST connector, which is this red one here on the end of this guy, and it falls in the range of a 2S or a 3S battery, it should work just fine. So I tried both of these. This is an E-Flite 2S 7.4 800 milliamp hour battery. I plugged this in, and I'll show you real quick. And it comes right on. Now what's interesting is the battery gauge in this case actually shows the battery as being empty. If you can see right there, there's no darkness in there, but it comes on and it seems to be working just fine. The screen just went off, just dimmed, but it seems to be working just fine. Or I have a 3S JST connector, and turn it on. I not only get a positive reaction from the screen, but I also get the battery indicator up here. It tells me that it's a full charge. So that, I think, is a good sign. So I think I'm going to end up using this 3S battery rather than the 2S battery, and rather than the AA's. So just a little trick. Again, AA's would be fine, but if you happen to have a 3S battery with a JST connector, which is the little red one, the same as the one that's on the battery holder, then that's what I would recommend using. All right, everybody, I've got the Rodeo 110 from Walkera out here at the field. It's a pretty windy day, so I want to see how this thing does in the wind. I have got the battery on it. Oh, forgot to take this little plastic bit off the camera lens. I've got a signal in my FPV goggles. Didn't have to hunt around too much. It was pretty easy to get. I have not plugged this into clean flight or beta flight, so honestly I haven't done any tuning to it or anything like that, but I'm gonna see how it flies right out of the box. I'll throw some video on the Fat Sharks and record a little bit of FPV footage, and Paul's gonna record a little bit of my flight, so we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited. Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you it's pretty stable. It's in stability mode. It's got quite a bit of angle, but it's holding pretty well in the wind. Now I'm going to flip it into the second rate. Whoa, yeah, that's a little more intense. All right, I'm gonna flip it back into stability mode and try some FPV here. So let me land it and try that. All right, so here goes my first flight, FPV with the Rodeo 110. blowing in the wind, trying to keep it in place. Man, it's fun to fly. Alright, I'm going to try and go right past this here. I'm sure I'm making some funny faces. So let's talk about the Walkera Rodeo 110 for a minute. This thing is a blast. It's got a 2S battery, and believe it or not, that's plenty of power. It's so lightweight. Even in this strong wind, I was having a great time flying around with the wind. It is very agile, very small, lightweight. It's got a beeper built in, so you don't have to worry about losing it if the battery goes out. It's very easy to arm and disarm. The camera quality and the clarity of the FPV signal is pretty clear. I haven't even put it into clean flight or beta flight yet to try that. So once I do that, I'm sure I can adjust things even further. But overall, I'm a big fan of the Walkera Rodeo 110. I actually want to get a couple of these so I can race them with my friends. But if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link so you can see the specs and the pricing. And if you really like this video, hit the like button. If you're a fan, please subscribe, and we promise more great videos on Ready Set Drone. Thanks for watching.